Okay, so basically I'm going to show you two cars and I want you to tell me which one is, how can you say that? Which one is worth more value, which one you desire more, and which one is actually on paper worth more. So this is car one. This is a red 2004 NSRT4. I can tell you right now, this thing had a hard life when I got it 3 years ago. This has not been driven. It did have red doors, an aftermarket fender that was rusty, a hood that had some damage, a bumper cover that had zip ties holding it together, really faded fog lights. This thing, the timing was installed incorrectly and it didn't run, and the transmission was actually not working and it was bad. All right. It did have red doors on this side also. It had steel wheels with like some snow tires on. It did actually have a red wing. All right. So let's just, I was using this for some storage. It did have accident damage here. Okay. Stuff was rusty. Like the doors that were actually on here were bad. So these were doors off of another car that I had taken apart, and I just kind of put them on here so that I could put them on the other one to use it as a waste bin to go for scrap. So, all right, you can see everything here. Sunroof car. The top of the dash, I think, was good in this car. You can see we have sunroof, the condition of our seats, you know, overall stuff. The center console, I think, was in here. Maybe it's in the back, but a lot of stuff in here was just very well worn. This car had, I think, like 180,000 miles on it. Okay, so basically when I got this, we pulled it in, swapped in a transmission to test, because that's what I do, and we got this thing running. So at this point, let's just assume that it has the old red doors that were all dented up, a junk fender, a bumper cover that has zip ties with the crosshairs cut out, just very poorly fitting stuff. The paint, well, you can see what it looks like, quality of the paint. All right, you can see here, very rusty, and I can stick my fingers the whole way up through on this. So it did have some kind of a rigged up, it had stock pipes on it too. So I'm gonna hook this battery up and start this thing. All right, now this thing has a starter issue also. Just make sure we don't bump into our beautiful car that we have here next to us. All right, now I don't remember if this is the original gauge cluster or not. So, pretty smoky. We did remove the exhaust off of this. It was very, very rusty. Motor, when it runs okay. Had an aftermarket shifter in it. It did have a radio and a bezel, an aftermarket radio just plugged in. It did have some aftermarket speakers. Just kind of trying to draw up so you could actually envision this a little bit more together. But even in this condition, this car technically has more value than the other car that I'm going to be showing you. All right, so there you go. Like I said, tranny works, motor starts and runs. It will move. Quite a bit of smoke comes out this. I don't know if that's from sitting or it's just got oil in it or it has other issues, but like I said, it's a high mileage motor. It does run. It probably needs valve seals. It doesn't even have, probably the alternator's locked up. But there's car 1. Let's go take a look at car 2. All right, so car 2 has been sitting for quite some time, and we're doing this, well, 32-degree day. Starts up. I'm gonna move this thing so I can get a couple better shots. So I had to jump this, so we got it flashing from cranking it to the battery was dead, because it's been sitting for months and months. Just not quite as long as that one in between starts, but these things do always start. Now this car has 95,000, just getting ready to turn 96. Has a Hurst shifter also. It does have some gauges. The sunroof is actually pretty nice. No major rust around here. Seats are actually pretty nice. The whole interior is actually pretty nice. It does have a similar aftermarket radio that one had in it. I think that one had a Sony, and it had a bezel that was painted, I believe, to match the car or something. I just don't remember off the top of my head. Same dash cover as what would have been in that one. No stains on the headliner. Typical dirt. It was used. This seat is not these are not the original seats, but it does have showing some wear here that need repair, and the only reason why they're in here is because they're CE seats. All right, very nice. Open these doors. No rust. No rust underneath. You cannot stick your hands anywhere through this. No accident damage. This does have a full exhaust on it. You can see we do have some aftermarket parts, aftermarket wheels. That one did have steelies on it. We can open this door. You can see we have no damage here in our rocker other than some dust and some dirt. Passenger side, pretty nice down in here. I mean, other than the fact that it's a 2004 and it is showing its age, for that, there's some couple things that need done. We got a loose windshield seal. This is loose. The paint is starting to come off the backside of this hood, but it's the factory hood. It's got paint cracks in the paint. Front bumper cover is actually very nice. Stock intercooler, aftermarket AGP unit. No zip ties. No zip ties. Engine's in here. It does have some mods on it, but modifications do not make a car worth more money in some people's opinion. But fully functioning engine, fully functioning transmission, clutch works the way it should. Very similar to that. Okay. I believe this is a 2004 also, based on what is in it. So like I said, just pretend it had a bumper cover that looks like crap, that has some zip ties and some tears in it, and a hood that's dented real bad in the front with bad rust lip. Red doors, stock steel wheels, like 15-inch steel wheels with some snow tires on. Car 1, okay, 180,000 miles. Same 2004 SRT4. Car 2, 2004 SRT4, showing 95, getting ready to turn 96. I think it's 188. Both of these cars can be driven. They both run. Which car has more value? All right. A little bit of dust on there. She's steamy, man. I haven't started this car for a while. All right. You see it, look. I mean, there was door panels in here, but we don't really need to look at that stuff. Just pretend it's there. Got parts in here we got to get rid of. Rear deck. Look how dirty the headliner is in this car. How rusty that sunroof is. How much damage there is here. can see the pinch welds. That one's all smashed up through there. I don't know if it's picking that up in the camera. Now this one's a little harder to see. We got an MPX rear diffuser on here. You can't really see up in here, but you can look down through and you can see the pinch rails are really nice on this car. Down through on that side, along with some more aftermarket stuff. So, the point that I'm saying here is, which car is worth more? They say mods don't make a car worth more. Just want to put that in there in a side note. But you tell me, what car?